Hi, my name's Peter Hughes. I live here in Berryland. We bought the house back in 2018, and when we bought the house, there was two houses. There was two front doors. The previous owner built into the garage and above it, and then built an annex on the side for his mother. We bought the house and wanted to have it as one family home. So the idea was that we would knock it through into one. It looked like it was going to be a big project, so we needed to make sure we found a builder capable of the size of the project that we were looking to do. The house itself is a 5-bedroom, 4 reception rooms, so it's fairly large. So we wanted to extend the kitchen because the kitchen was an original kitchen from the original house, which is just slightly larger than the galley kitchen, which was nowhere near big enough. We spend a lot of time as a family in the kitchen, so it's very important that we have the space. So we did our due diligence, went around a number of building companies, found HICL. I actually remember seeing HICL's logo on one of the constructions around the area, so I knew he was busy around this area. Meeting Andy, I think he was fantastic. His expertise and his experience really shone. I think that is one of the things that drew us to deciding to go with HICL. The important things to think about is that we had a vision, but Andy really gives us an understanding for how we can achieve those. And I think it was very important that we found someone who had this expertise. Okay, so having decided to go with Andy, I think it was fantastic from the day one. The team were here, the team are also very knowledgeable and experienced. The size of this now, though, how they've given us the space is unbelievable. If you think this whole house, the whole back of the house had to be taken out and then gone out 3.5 meters, put the steels in. It's an entertaining house. We love entertaining, and it's a great family area. Everyone spends their time in the kitchen. I think that, this is why we love this space. The size of it, you can see, it's all open plan, and it's exactly what we wanted. We had a vision, and I think that Andy certainly brought that to life. HICL as a team were fantastic. As I said, Andy's here every day, looking at the progress, giving other suggestions. For example, we have a downstairs toilet, has a lot of dead space at the back. And Andy said, well, why don't you just cut that off and then create a pantry? So off the back of Andy's idea, we have a pantry. So it's a bit messy, but it's a useful pantry to have where you can have extra storage. So after Andy and his team built this, which we were really impressed with, we also asked him if he could quote and do the work on the garage. So before, there was 2 detached garages at the back of the garden. So we wanted to knock it down and rebuild it. So from start to finish, Andy's done it all. And you can see that it's looking much better than it was previously.